What is going on, guys, and welcome to my Plex media server tutorial configuration settings thingy. um I know a lot of you guys out there really I see a lot of searches on Plex media server settings, Plex media server configuration, as I said. How the process works, how you can download it, how you can, well, not download it, but how you can install it in the quote-unquote right way, and how you can get the biggest package out of the Plex experience. So it's quite simple, really. I just uninstalled mine to show you the full process and how to do this. Basically, you want to first. I'm going to go to downloads. That's my account. So the first thing you want to do is, of course, sign up. That's a very simple process. There's two choices. There either is Plex 3, Plex Free, or Plex Pass. Plex Pass basically gives you these features. See here. See if we go here, features. Plex Pass, basically, it says here on the little icon, you can have different users and stuff. Homer Simpson. You can upload your photos. You can sync your media, your music, your photos. You have movie trailers, interviews, other stuff. Cloud sync, as I said. There's just a lot of things I think is better when you have Plex Pass, in my opinion. You can get Plex Pass, I think, for very cheap. I think it's not really that expensive. I think it's like $45 or something. I'm not sure really. If we go to Plex Pass here, we can see. I don't know if it's really here. Who gives a shit, really? So Plex Pass you can buy for a little bit cheaper price. If we say get a Plex Pass, here we go. Yes. It's basically like $40. This is in euros because I am in Europe, in Sweden, so that's why it is in that currency. So yeah, Plex, I think, launched a couple of years ago as a beta thingy. It wasn't really a full version. I think it was just recently it was released as a full version. I don't know if a year ago, less than a year ago, I think. So basically, I'm just gonna go with public downloads here because, well, I have Plex. Well, let's go with Plex Pass. So basically, where you're gonna, it's completely free to download. Also, you don't need a Plex Pass. It's just a thing that I think it's pretty good to use. But for you, a regular guy who just want to watch movies from your computer, you don't really need it. If you don't want to have it on your iPad or iPhone, wherever it is. So depending if you have NAS or whatever it is, I'm gonna have a computer. So as you can see, there's two options. There's Korean and English, and there's Mac, and there's Linux, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna download the standard Windows English version. See if this. So if we go here and see if we have any options here. So you can see, just have it on this easy install location and install, basically. So it's a very fast process, very simple to do. You can configure a lot with this thing. There's channels that you can have that makes you really just skip the download torrent things. It's just unnecessary when you have these kinds of channels. I don't know if I can talk about them because there aren't really that I think they're not really allowed. I don't know about allowed, quote unquote. It's not against the rules. I think you can have unsupported apps or channels from other websites, but there's certain things that I think that I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about, but yeah, let's anyway continue this. So as you can see, I have my Plex media server icon here. If we just double click this, you can see it would automatically go to my kind of computer here. I've just there will give you an options here if you want to choose, for example, movies, TV series, music, pictures, or home videos. So if you choose, for example, like TV series, it would automatically adjust to just TV shows and nothing else. If you have a movie and you put it on the TV show, forget about it. It will not sync up properly with, because it takes the way that Plex works. It takes information, for example, from IMDb kind of websites and sources of information, and it basically implements it on your files, so it will match together and will make, for example, these kinds of things. Without the match, it will just be a plain looking nothing, and I would just say some random file name or just the name of the torrent or whatever it is. So it will not sync up properly and will look just weird, and it's very annoying when you have those kinds of things. So I will show you later how to do that also. So if you can choose here, for example, what you want to choose. Here you can choose videos. I usually choose I'll go to, let's see here, go to my computer, go to videos. I'll choose just this is on Swedish, but movies and TV. I'll choose for example, movies, or in this case TV, and I will very much have it very simplified and very separated from movies, because sometimes you can just have some people just have movies on a regular map and just have TV shows also. In my opinion, it confuses me the fuck out of it, because I don't know how to sync up properly, because the files are in different fucking maps, or it just gets confusing and just annoying as fuck. So it's very much simpler if you just separate them, the movies and TVs. If you want to have music also, that's an option also. There's certain difference here in languages and stuff. I have Swedish, I think so, yeah. As you can see, I have my computer here. I've just added my collection of media stuff here. So if we're going, for example, if we're going to go to settings, there's here, it's called remote access, and it basically gives you the option to, for example, watch through a iPad, for example. If you want to download the app, you can just watch it there from your computer right to the app. So it's a very simple process here. If you just go to show advanced here, you can just port forward here. If you enable remote access, it will give, basically, as I said, give you the options to watch anything at any kind of device almost within your network, Wi-Fi network. So it's a very nice addition. As you can see, I'm connected now again. Do these, I think. So basically, this is the regular, or the stuff that you have to. It's just the regular stuff. Don't really have to check on, really. This is the agents code, and it could be actually very preferable to download certain things. For example, I've downloaded from a channels that's downloads subtitles and stuff like that. It's called IMDb, and matches also the TVDB, the movie database. Could be a very good thing to do, because it's, for example, as I said here, as I saw here, there's movie art and TV art on the box cover art. Will appear more likely if you download these services. And subtitles and all that kind of stuff. So it's a very, very nice thing to have, actually. Agents could be very important, actually, and are very important. These are just options here. I usually just check all these. I think it's good to update mine regularly. You don't really have to do this. This is really not that important. Channels is a very thing that it just changed, I think, Plex for me in a big bad way. I necessarily use a certain channel that I almost have watch my TV, watch my movies, watch everything on that kind of particular channel. But this is for the people who are just want to have a personal media server, want to stream over your computer. But these, make sure you have it on auto detect. I've found it to be the most sufficient way. And here on network, you can see, for example, it's called activate server support for IPv6. Not necessarily, but you could, if you want to have another server up and running. I usually have it on preferred, because if you have it on, it's set on Swedish. If you have it on required or obligatory, it's called. It will be harder to find connections. I have found. In my case at least. So if you wanna activate this, you don't really need to do this. You can activate this, for example, if you want to have a higher quality on your server streaming. This is called the coding section. So basically, you can mess around a little bit with. It doesn't really have any standards. I think I'd usually just let it on here, because I don't use Apple TV on my I use my PS4. And I don't use this either. I have my transcoding on automatic, because I prefer it to be much more sufficient. This is prefer faster coding, prefer higher quality on coding's expense, damage my processor basically. It says so you want to have it on automatic, at least in my case. Nothing really here. It's set it on standard 121.60 on the transcoder settings here. The language, I have it on. You can whatever you want. You can have it on, for example, I don't know, Chinese, wherever it is you live. You can have it on English. I have mine on English, and I always have always activated on the subtitles. And I have of course, on Swedish, the subtitles on Swedish, and the sound on English. And this you want to check, because it's automatically will basically make this validated. Basically, will validate this setting, so it will work. DLNA, you should definitely activate it, because it helps you stream your media files to your for example, your PS4, whatever it is, you have to check this. This is absolutely positively required, I think, in my case, at least from experience. You should check this. You should just let it be if it's on 60 and 190. This, not really. So this is just this is just pretty optional if you want to do whatever it is you want to do. This is basically very unnecessary to even look at, actually, in my opinion. So if we go to web here, for example, if we go to player, the original quality, I usually have it on original, because, for example, if you have it on 20 megabits per second on a 1080p, it could be harder, because there's some files that you play. For example, one could be 720p in this kind of setting, or this kind of setting. It's basically the best thing to have on local quality original and online quality original. I usually have on my fjärrkvalitet. It basically means like DNA, basically DLNA quality. So I would say put it on this. I would say either 4 megabits per second or 8 megabits per second. That will be the most sufficient way, I think, because it will overload and you will not be able to play in a proper way. For example, if you're streaming via a channel or something. But if you're streaming, for example, via your computer, I don't think it's got to be a big problem, really. It could be a little bit lagger sometimes, depending on your media file. So I would suggest either of these two, in my opinion. I usually go with 720p, actually. So you can check these. Check these. I usually haven't checked that, actually. This could be a very good thing to have. when you're playing for example, if you play the web, I don't think it's even up and running, but if you are playing and it is working, you want to check this, and do not check this, and you have to just save your settings and your certain sound and subtitle settings here if you want to mess around with, though not really that important. No, not really this. You can have this on inactivated. No, not really. So I'm not really connected, I think, here. So I'm going to go to my local server here. I'm going to reconnect. This could be a thing that could be annoying sometimes. You have to disconnect server, reconnect server. It could happen sometimes. I found it to be less reoccurring in recent weeks, so I think it's just wait for them to update basically. If you want, for example, if I want to restart this, if we want to go to Plex TV again, if I want to just go here, I can just sign out here and I'll sign in again, and it will reset my network settings hopefully. And as you will see, yes. As you can see, I'm now online, and now I can use for example, my channels in a proper way. So there's channels are different kinds here. My feeling is that if you want to have an unsupported thing, you basically want to search this on Google. I'm just gonna say that. You want to search this on Google, unsupported app store. Whatever you want to do next, do it if you want to. I'm not responsible by it, but you can now download different kinds of channels that are not supported by Plex officially. So I use this one for my viewing. I don't want to really look and see because I don't want to get in trouble. I have getting in trouble for things I've done in the past for Netflix and shit, so I don't want to do this again. But I use this for all my movies and TV streamings. I found it to be the most easiest and most efficient this channel for the most easiest and most best quality, in my opinion, channel. But it has been on really just a very downturn. Not right now, but a couple of weeks ago I couldn't even load a video. It was just horrible to just even press it because it's not perfect, but it's the best, in my opinion, video channel app on Plex at this time. So if you want to use this or any other unsupported app, feel free. Just use Google is your friend, basically. I'm just gonna say that. So yeah, it's a very nice and it's a very simple and it's a fantastic service. This Plex media service. You can, for example, if we go to this, I can look at this. I can just see the complete subscription of the movie. I can see what is rated. I can see the stars of it. I can see when it was released. I can see the runtime. I can do anything. Basically, it's a personal, as I said, media server that allows you to do anything, whatever you want, whatever kind of media you want to add, you can do it, and you can have it personalized by your options and by your preferences. So it's a very liberating thing, and it's a awesome gateway to more TV and awesome movies and great music and cool pictures. So this has been like an overview look of the complete process of downloading and installing a Plex media server, and I've done it at least in 15 minutes or something. So this is a video that dedicated to this kind of stuff. I'm also going to do a PS4 media overview, what you want to do with that one. If this is just for the PC kind of thing, if you just want to stream it to any other device, not really a specific here, but I'm going to do specifically for the PS4 app and also the mobile app while I'm doing this. So yeah, thank you so much for guys for watching. I hope you like Plex as much as I do. download it. It's completely free. It's completely optional to do Plex Pass. I would recommend it, but you don't really need it if you're not really that into it. It's just when I watch movies, it is perfectly fine with a regular Plex free subscription. We're going to look at the matching settings and how to do the matching settings, but how to do the matching configurations. So I'm going to use an example here for whatever movie I want to choose. So we can do Dogma here. And as I said, this movie is matched with a lot of it, with the sound, with the subtitles. So you can see we can use these, but they are different kinds of stuff. It's just my library scanning here. And we're gonna take away the matching here. And as you can see, it just says Dogma 1999, blah 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 blah. The download name. And if you want to match it, you do this, and you have different kinds of thing. As I said, this just popped up here. Search alternative. If you want to auto match it, I usually go with this. Usually take this away. I'll seal in the name. You will get the best match here. And don't do on personal media. For whatever reason, it will not work. Go to your agent here, your best agent. I can recommend this, the movie database, and also and AnyDB is also very good. The TV DB or whatever it is, but this is movies. Yes, just listen here. So if you, for example, with search now, we'll find an automatic Dogma, and we can just search. If we press this, it will download the data and the information for the movie, the Dogma, the movie, from, for example, the movie database or other sources. And as you can see, it will be matched here. You have the cover here. You have the complete package for your viewing pleasure. You have the sound options. You can now choose sound. You can choose the stereo or 5.1. You can choose different kinds of subtitles. It will not be this when you're on your, but you have your trailers. You can information. You can change the information here. If we go to I don't believe you can, perhaps maybe if we go to here, you can correct the wrong matching if you're not satisfied with the matching. If you're not satisfied with the cover, for example, there is a way to change it here, I think. Yes, you can change different kinds of stuff. Your tags here, your chairs, your cover art. As like, there's different kinds of covers here you can choose from. There's backgrounds. I usually have it on standard or whatever it is. They just automatically match with I think the best, at least in my opinion, is the most of it. Your information, so you can change a lot of stuff. There's a lot of depth in this program, I think, with the Plex. So this is basically the matching process. So it's a very nice and simple way of watching movies and TV, as I said. So that's, I think, basically it. I don't think there's really that much more to talk about. Maybe there's playlists. You can make playlists. I have the Big Bang Theory here to do stuff, and you can, for example, if you want to go for it, we'll go to TV shows. For example, you can if we go here, you can mix together, for example, these stuff. If there's a file, there's, for example, there is that is unmatched or unanalyzed, wherever it is, it's separated from if there's an American Dad episode, and it's separated, and it's called, and it's a unnamed file on your separated from American Dad. You can match it by basically just checking these. First, you're gonna check the original American Dad and the unnamed episode here. As it's not here, but if you had it one, you can just mash them together, and it will be fully automatically matched together. So that's a very nice feature also. So believe that is it. Actually, you can have different servers and computers also if you want more servers and computers or whatever it is. And that is it, I think. And that's for third time I'm saying that. Thank you so much for watching. This was an extra thing that I forgot to add. So hope you guys will enjoy this video, even if I forgot that thing. And I'll see you guys later, and thank you so much guys for watching. I'll see you guys later, as I said even one more time. Bye.